Alright, hello. My name is Cutter, and I'm here to talk about my Microadventure project that I went on for my RSM 315 class this fall one semester. Now, what was my Microadventure I went on? So, my Microadventure was going to the water in the ocean to go water rafting, which I'd never done before. And the goal of water rafting is to go into the ocean where the biggest waves are breaking and to jump on top of the wave just as it's forming with the raft. And if done properly, many times the wave will carry you all the way back to shore. And I've never done this before, but I've been wanting to for a while. Um, so this is a good excuse to do so. Now, the people I took with me, of course, was myself, the leader and organizer, my girlfriend Kaylin, the photographer and observer for the afternoon, and my friend Alex, who was just along for the ride, wanted to have a good time, and I got no complaints with that. So, that was awesome. And now, the plan. The plan was for all this to take place on September 30th. And I'm not going to go through and read every step here. You can pause the video and read over these if you want. The only things I want to note is that I had free and easy access to the water rafts because my family owns a rental equipment company where we have stuff like that. So that was really cool. And then towards the end here, it says head back to condo. And that's just because my family owns a condo like about 4 minutes from the shore. So it was just easy to swing by there, clean up a little bit before we go back home so I don't track sand throughout all my house. But anyway, I want to talk about the lead no trace principles real quick that we learned this semester before getting too deep into things. And not all of these principles were applicable for what we did. But of course, planning ahead and preparing was. We definitely did a good bit of that. Tried to anyway. Um, Travel on durable surfaces. Of course, we were on sandy beach, sorry. So we set up towels on the solid sand, not the wet sand. Did not have any waste we had to dispose of, which was nice. Did not take anything from the beach or the ocean. Didn't have a campfire. Didn't really interact with any wildlife in the ocean or at the beach, but we saw a few fish jump out of the water, which was cool. And of course, we were just trying to be considerate of other visitors at the beach and make sure we weren't being loud or obnoxious or get in their way or anything, just so everybody at the beach can have a good time. Um, but yeah, and again, I just want to talk about risk management, first aid considerations before we get into the actual process of things. So it was important that since Alex and I were once going to be in the ocean, we had to make sure that we could still touch the ocean floor from wherever we were at, so we knew we weren't too far out in the ocean, weren't too deep. Figured that was a good baseline for us. And the tide would also be dragging us away from where Kaylin was stationed on the beach. So we had to make sure we kept an eye on her so we wouldn't get dragged too far away. Part of that reason is because she had a first aid kit on hand in case of an emergency. Thankfully, we didn't need it though, but it always would be better safe than sorry. Now, of course, the first step was retrieving the rafts. Now, things didn't go out the way exactly I had them planned. We did this on a Saturday, and I had deliveries for our company on Saturday, so I was already at the storage unit, so I just picked them up and put air in them, which is the left picture, before I headed home. Um, and when I got back home, I put them in my personal car, which is on the right picture there. Just so we didn't have to go by the storage units again when I was on my way out, because I was already there. But then from there, I want to talk about equipment and clothing. This is a picture of when we parked the car at a public parking spot near the ocean, which was nice, right on the shore, basically. Um, and this is my friend Alex here. For our clothing, we're just wearing some bathing suits, bathing trunks, however you want to say it. We got shirts, but we're not going to wear those in the ocean. That was just until we get there. And we have towels. Alex has a towel in his hand, but we have several more towels, three, I believe, in the bag I'm holding in my right hand, as well as some water bottles, sunscreen, and a couple of cases for outside glasses because we both wear glasses. And then we also, for equipment, of course, the rafts themselves are in front of us there, um, which was I was pretty excited. We had them full of air and all that, so I was excited to get to the ocean. So we got to the ocean, laid out our towels, just laid there for just a little bit, and then Alex and I were ready to go into the ocean and give this thing a shot. There we are, about to go in the ocean and try and ride some waves. And then from there, top picture on the left side here was us getting ready to go in the ocean. And then there we are enjoying some waves on the right side there. Um, we caught some good waves. It was hard for Kaylin to know when a good wave was coming because you just kind of got to guess. So the best waves I don't think we have pictures of, but those are pretty good that we got there as well. We had a few waves take us all the way back to the shore, which was a lot of fun. And whenever you catch a wave just at the right time, it really you really feel the power of the wave, like it's really driving you towards the shore, and it just felt awesome. It was very like a powerful feeling in a weird way. But it was a lot of fun. It was so much fun. Alex and I each caught some good waves. Um, that was very cool, very fun. It was a great experience. Um, so that's about the experience itself. But oh, sorry, we swung by the condo real quick. Yes, I'm wearing Crocs. We just put our feet in the pool, get the sand off of us, so we didn't track it back home. And now the pool here has a filtration system at the bottom of the pool, so the sand won't stay there. Um, but yeah, that's the experience. And I just want to go over what I would change. Only two things really, just the time of year, because we did this in late September, so the water in the ocean was getting a little bit cold. I wish I had done this earlier in September or just earlier in the year in general. I would also acquire new rafts because one did not have a string. I can show you here. See, one does not have a string, and the other one was very slowly leaking air. Not enough to make any problems, but enough to notice. So I will actually do that because we need new rafts for the business. So I'm glad I did this, so I know that. Um, and now what went well? Everything else. It was a fantastic experience. It was so much fun. It's a great beach activity. You don't need like a large vehicle to take these things. They fit in my small little box car. It was fun. It's great to do with friends, and I would highly recommend it to anyone who is able to. It's a very fun activity. So, yeah, overall, it was awesome. It went great.